Welcome to Little Pine State Park. Today we're going to be doing the Lakeshore Trail. It starts off by taking you up over the dam. You can park over here. There's a little kiosk to get a map from if you need one. And over to your right is the actual campground area. Come on, Benji. Come on. Let's go. Right ahead of me is where the water flows through for the dam and for the Little Pine Creek. It flows down into the, I guess they consider it the Big Pine Creek or whatever that we hiked along for the rail trail. Over here you have where the old dam was. Leads down. And over here is the new dam. The lake behind it. I'll zoom in. That's the parking area down there. The trail is relatively well marked. Takes you down through this field before it cuts into the trees right over there. And there is parking up over there too on top of the dam. Just come across the dam too to do it as well. Once you cut into the woods, go along a nice, decently wide trail. That's the way I came in. Starts up a hill, nothing spectacular. You can see where we are to the lake, and I don't know if I can zoom in, but all the way over there on the other side is where the swimming area is in the summertime. There's bathrooms and stuff over there. Nice parking lot. Right after I moved here, we got a bunch of rain. And all this actually flooded real bad. They had the dam wide open, the pipe or whatever, completely wide open. And all back in here was flooded. Part of the parking area was underwater. Also, if you go on the other side, over there, the offices and such are over there as well. It's a little better shot of the swimming area. You can't really tell because of the ice. There's bathrooms. And then across the road, that is the offices, like the rangers and stuff. And there's Benji. Hi, Benji. Alright, let's go. That's pretty much where you hit the top of the hill there, and it starts back down and kind of goes around. The trail comes down the hill, wraps back around down by the water, and up in these trees. If I can zoom in on it. And if you can see it, it's all the better I can zoom in, but a big ball of wood in the trees, it's an eagle's nest. This is the best way to see it is from down here. If you go up the trail there, there's actually signs on the trees because you're not supposed to be within so many feet of it. But yeah, it's actually right down. Trees pretty much come up out of the water. There's an eagle's nest there. And I'll start back up here before you actually get on an actual trail that wraps you back around. But when we get there, I'll show you. Right over here is where you're going to cut up into the woods on what I consider, I guess, a goat path. it loops back around. You're going to come up this access road right here. And from the looks of it, at some point this all flooded. Now you can see where the trail is right there. It comes through from back over there and back around here. And then you just backtrack your way back out. But this is where the loop begins. We are now on what I consider the goat path part of the trail. It's very well marked. You can see these yellow markers on the trees. I think the old ones used to be red because there's some old faded red ones too. But it's going to take you and lead you down into that field. You're not on this part for very long. This is where you cut down out of the woods and down into the field. Right there. This is the first intersection you come to down in the field. Pretty much if you go that way, it just makes the loop longer. The next intersection we come to, it just basically ends up there. That's the way we came from. I'm making the left and going this way because I'm taking a short route. If you go the longer route, it takes you down past the gun range, archery range and stuff like that. I actually forgot to film the last intersection, but back there you pretty much have a left or right. If you go right, it takes you to the longer loop. You make a left there, and it brings you down along the creek this way, where it's going to wrap you back up into the woods. This is one of the few spots where you actually come up along the creek. It's not very wide here. But it's still probably nice and cool to get into in the summertime and relax. We're getting ready to go back up into the woods here. That's the road, and it doesn't really show well on camera, but I'm assuming it flooded here the last time it rained a little bit, because this is all slushy and icy. This is all snow back here. This part must have flooded at least a little bit. Little land bridge here that you're going to go across before you cut up in. Water must have been pretty high. That's a better view of the road going up right there. Switchbacks up in. And when you get to the top of that there, the first part of the switchback is where it cuts up into the woods and it ends the back loop, and then you just kind of backtrack back out to the parking area. This is where you come back out of the woods. It's the dam ahead of us. New dam coming out of the woods is on the right, the old one's on the left. Can't remember exactly where I was this weekend, but it was a park west of here, and they have basically the same dam system. They'd rebuilt the dam, looked kind of like the new one here, and their old one looked like the old one here. So they must have done right around the same time, but that's the old one and the new one. This is the view from on top of the dam out over the lake. Some people ice fishing. This is the other side of the dam, down the parking lot, where the water comes out into the creek. Again, that's the loop for the campground. You can see a picnic table there. And again, you can park over here too.